To earn the highest rank in scouting takes a great deal of time and effort. The occasion that recognizes his accomplishments should be memorable. Today we shall follow the lighting of the Eagle Trail as we recognize the accomplishments of Alex Hotze and Brian Reynolds. When a boy becomes a Boy Scout, there is within him something that we call the spirit of scouting. This single lighted candle before you represents that spirit, because the spirit of scouting embodies the principles of the Scout oath and law. It becomes a shining beacon of inspiration. After a boy enters scouting, the Scout law that he promises to obey begins to guide his life. One by one, using the flame from the spirit of scouting, we shall light the symbols for each part of the Scout law. There are 12 parts, each is an important foundation in the building of strong character. A Scout is trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. In the Scout Oath, the young Scout promises upon his honor to do his best to do his duty. First to God and his country. Second, to other people by helping them at all times. And third, to himself by keeping himself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Thank you, gentlemen. You see how the light from the spirit of scouting is now beginning to grow and become brighter. Now in the distance looms the Eagle Summit, flanked by the lesser peaks that represent the star and life ranks. To the new Scout, they are very far away, but they will come a lot closer as the light from the spirit of scouting continues to spread. The Scout begins as a tenderfoot. The tenderfoot badge is the first rank a Scout receives. It stands at the foot of the Eagle Trail. Once inspired by the spirit of scouting, he won't stay a tenderfoot for long. Putting simple achievements behind him, he will shortly climb to the rank of second class. The requirements for second class become more difficult. A Scout must learn to be self-sufficient in the outdoors and continue to render service to others. Now the Scout is ready for the challenge to attain first class. Although the requirements become more difficult, he keeps climbing until finally comes the day when he tops the first summit along the Eagle Trail. There he receives his first class badge. A broad field of merit badges awaits the first class Scout. More than 100 merit badges guide the Scout to explore careers, hobbies, and community interest items. The Scout needs but a total of 6 to conquer the Star Scout Summit. Probably a lot sooner than he thought possible, the Scout finds himself standing on the Star Ridge. Thus, through leadership, service, and achievement, he conquers the first of 3 great peaks along the Eagle Trail. The trail to the next summit, Life Scout Peak, isn't easy. There is leadership to demonstrate, service to others, and plenty of hard work in mastering 5 additional merit badges and helping fellow Scouts. The higher the Scout climbs, the fewer travelers he meets along the trail. Yet there are no impossible barriers along the way. This Life Scout's goal can be achieved but it takes real effort. While the rank of Life Scout is a coveted one and deserving to all who obtain it, the Eagle Trail does not end there. It leads on towards a higher summit. The pathway narrows and steepens considerably as it winds along ledges of personal achievement and mountain pastures of troop accomplishment. Mile by mile, the trail becomes more trying. Many challenges must be conquered in these last miles. Before the highest summit along the Eagle Trail can be completed, additional merit badges must be earned. Some of them are very difficult, and the leadership and service to others are not forgotten. Only with the greatest persistence and courage can a scout gain the thrill of victory that comes while looking back down the trail from the very top of the Eagle summit.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Herman Amador. I'm a Scoutmaster for Troop 2, and it's a very proud moment for me today to be here recognizing our two Eagle Scouts candidates, Alex and Brian. So, Alex and Brian, you're to be congratulated. You're reaching the highest peak of the Eagle Trail. Your diligence and hard work have paid off. You've made Troop 2 very proud. May the qualities that inspired you to achieve this achievement continue to lead you on even to greater success in your life. As an Eagle Scout, the eyes of all scouting, and yes, the eyes of the world, and those you'll encounter in the future will be looking upon you, and they'll recognize, what it means to be an Eagle Scout. The traditions of Eagle Scouts are high. May you live up to those traditions, always guided by the spirit of scouting, represented by these blazing candles before you. The Eagle badge that you're about to receive is symbolic of the spirit of scouting. Ron Reynolds, could you please come forward? And have Lynn and Michael please join us. Lynn, could you please pin the Eagle badge on Brian's chest so the world may know that he's an Eagle Scout? Brian, could you please pin the miniature badge over your mother's heart in recognition of her love, encouragement, faith, and trust in your future? As an Eagle Scout, you've never disappointed. Michael, could you please place this neckerchief around your son's neck to tell the world that you will continue to support him as he grows into a man? Brian, could you please pin the miniature Eagle badge on your father's lapel in recognition of his support as a mentor and friend throughout your life? Okay. And actually, Brian, in addition to getting his Eagle Award, has actually earned his Eagle Bronze Palm, which we have around here someplace. We'll locate it here in a minute. But I'd like to recognize Michael for that. So we'll be giving that to you shortly. So thank you. Please take a seat.
To this, I pledge my sacred honor.
This I pledge my sacred honor. You have a seat now. So, the first responsibility of the Eagle Scout is to live honorably. The Eagle's honor is sacred. Honor is the foundation of character. Character is what one is down deep, not what others think one is. An eagle will so live that he reflects honor upon his home, his church, his school, his friends, and upon himself. May the white of your badge remind you to live with honor. The second responsibility of an Eagle Scout is loyalty. Without it, character lacks direction. An Eagle is loyal to his ideals, to thine own self be true. Follows as the night into day, that cannot be false to any man. Neither pain nor profit, pride nor personal loss shall swerve him from his loyalty. May the blue of your badge remind you always to be loyal. The third responsibility of an Eagle Scout is courage. It gives character, force, and strength. Trusting in God and with faith in his fellow man, the Eagle Scout faces each day unafraid and seeks his share of the world's work. May the red of your badge remind you always of courage. The fourth responsibility of the Eagle Scout is to be cheerful, to remind the Eagle Scout to always wear a smile. The red, white, and blue ribbon is attached to the scroll of the Eagle Award, which has its end turned up into a smile. The final responsibility of an Eagle Scout is service. May the eagle suspended from the ribbon always remind you to perform that service when the opportunity presents itself. The eagle extends a helping hand to those who still toil up in the scouting trail, just as others helped him in his climb to the achievement of the eagle rank. He so helps them. The habit of the daily good turn takes on new meaning, blossoming in a life of service. He protects and defends the weak and the helpless. He aids and comforts the unfortunate and the oppressed, and he upholds the rights of others while demanding his own. His code of conduct is based upon the belief that real leadership must be founded upon service. He will always be prepared to put forth his best. You deserve much credit, Brian and Alex, for having achieved Scouting's highest award, but wear your award with humility, ever mindful that the Eagle Scout is looked up to as an example. May the Scout Oath and Scout Law be your guide for tomorrow and onward throughout your life. The new Eagle Scouts will now take the Eagle Scout Pledge. As they take this pledge for the first time, I'd like to invite other Eagle Scouts who are present in the audience to please stand and reaffirm this pledge. So Philip, join us, please. And Chris, I'd like to invite you to go ahead and read the pledge.
Will each of you please give the Scout sign and repeat after me in unison? On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God.
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God.
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to my country.
On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to my country.
I reaffirm my allegiance to the three promises of the Scout Oath. I thoughtfully recognize and take upon myself the obligations and responsibilities of the rank of Eagle Scout.
The obligations and responsibilities of the rank of Eagle Scout.
On my honor,
On my honor,
I will do my best to make my training an example
I will do my best to make my training an example
and make my rank and influence strongly count.
Eligible to become a member of the National Eagle Scout Association, along with your Eagle certificate. Troop 2 presents to you your Eagle card and membership in the association, which we'll give to you afterwards. So do not fail your fellow Eagles. Your responsibilities are now greater than before. As you go forward in life, receiving other honors and awards, always remember the day you became an Eagle Scout. So, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you your newest officially sworn Eagle Scouts. Alex. So before we close, I'd like to mention a few words. I've been Scoutmaster for Troop 2 for I don't know how many years, but so it's been my privilege and pleasure to watch these two young men grow up. Brian is extremely driven. How many merit badges do you have, Brian?
46.
How many?
46.
46 merit badges, which is a testimony to his wide variety of interests. I think he's someone who enjoys learning, enjoys a challenge. You can see that he's already earned his Eagle Palm after minimum time frame. And he doesn't do anything halfway. So, and maybe most of you know that he and his family are moving to Las Vegas to pursue his goal of trying to become an Olympic team member. So anyway, that's just a few of the things I'd like to recognize about Alex and Brian. So good luck to you both, and I know you make us proud as Eagle Scouts.